So, have you ever wondered if immortality is real? Well, we humans haven't quite cracked the code. The animal kingdom is full of creatures that can seemingly cheat death in the most mind-blowing ways. Forget sci-fi movies. This is real life, and it's weirder and more amazing than you can imagine. Today, we're counting 5 animals with superpowers that make them almost can't be killed. Let's start with a fan favorite, the axolotl. This adorable amphibian from Mexico looks like a real-life Pokémon, but its cuteness hides an incredible secret: regeneration. If an axolotl loses a limb, it doesn't just grow back a stump. Oh no, it grows back a perfect, fully functional arm or leg, complete with bones, muscles, nerves, and skin. But it gets even crazier. They can regenerate parts of their brain and even their heart. Imagine getting into a serious accident and just growing a new one. Scientists are studying these little guys intensely, hoping to unlock their secrets to help with human injuries and diseases. For the axolotl, losing a limb is just a minor inconvenience. Next up, we have a creature that takes the concept of a do-over to a whole new level: the immortal jellyfish, or pterodopsis, Dawny. This tiny jellyfish has a life cycle that defies logic. When most creatures get old or injured, their life comes to an end. But not this one. When the immortal jellyfish faces stress, starvation, or old age, it can revert back to its earliest stage of life, a polyp. It literally hits the reset button on its own life cycle. Imagine living your entire life, growing old, and then, instead of dying, you just decide to become a baby again and start all over. This process can theoretically repeat forever, making it biologically immortal. It's not just healing. It's a complete biological restart, a true fountain of youth found in the deep ocean. Now, let us leave Earth for a moment and talk about the toughest animal in the known universe, the tardigrade. Also known as water bears or moss piglets, these microscopic invertebrates are the ultimate survivors. You can boil them, freeze them to near absolute zero, crush them under immense pressure, and even expose them to the vacuum and radiation of outer space, and they'll just shrug it off. How do they do it? They enter a state of suspended animation called cryptobiosis, where they curl up into a tiny, dehydrated ball called a ton. They replace the water in their cells with special proteins and sugars that protect their cellular structures from damage. When conditions improve, they rehydrate and go about their business as if nothing happened. They've been found everywhere, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, proving that you don't have to be big to be tough. Coming in at number 4 is the humble planarian worm. This flatworm might not look like much, but it possesses a regenerative ability that would make even the axolotl jealous. Cut a planarian worm into pieces. Each piece can grow into a complete new worm. We're not talking about just regrowing a tail. You can chop one into hundreds of tiny fragments, and as long as a fragment contains enough cells, it can regenerate an entire body, including a new brain. Even more bizarre is that some studies suggest that when a new head grows, it can retain some of the memories of the original worm. It's a mind-bending example of how life can persist and even duplicate itself from the smallest of remnants. Finally, we have an animal that's a notorious survivor in our own homes: the cockroach. The idea that cockroaches can survive a nuclear blast is a bit of an exaggeration, but their resilience is still legendary. And one of their most famous, and frankly creepy, survival tricks is their ability to live without a head. That's right. If a cockroach is decapitated, it can survive for weeks. How is this possible? Unlike us, they don't have a high-pressure circulatory system, so they won't bleed out. They breathe through little holes in their body segments, so they don't need a mouth or nose to get oxygen. And their nervous system is decentralized, with bundles of ganglia throughout their body that control basic functions. The body can still react to touch and move around. Eventually, it will die from starvation or dehydration because it can't eat or drink. But the fact that it can live for any amount of time without a head is a testament to its incredible toughness. From regenerating entire bodies to resetting their own life cycles and even surviving the vacuum of space. These animals show us that the will to live can lead to some extraordinary evolutionary adaptations. They challenge our understanding of life, death, and what it means to be strong. But what if strength isn't just about survival? What if it's about pure, raw power? In our next video, we're diving into the animal kingdom's heavyweights, the creatures with the most powerful bites, the strongest punches, and the most incredible feats of strength. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe so you can join us on our next adventure.